Hello everyone, Happy New Year to you, Happy 2018. Thank you so much for coming back, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joanna. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like what you find here. If you would like 6-month readings, I just posted those on my Vimeo On Demand page. That information is down below for you. So if you would like a little bit more information to see what's ahead for the next 6 months for you, go ahead and click on the link. It'll take you to my site. It was nice for me to see that majority, if not all of the readings, are literally a continuation from your January reading. So it was nice to see the consistency. Many of you are on a road to discovery or rediscovery, which is very exciting to see. And it's just exciting to see for when I see this. So that's fantastic. I'm not going to spend too much time on the intro. Nobody likes long intros, including myself. So all I'm going to say is enjoy these. If this makes sense to you, post below if you would like a private session. That information is down below for you as well. Listen to your moon sign and your rising sign, as they may offer you additional information to complete an entire picture of your life. And of course, because these are general, they may not apply to every single one of you, and that's okay. I always say take little pieces and bits that do apply to you and listen down the road at the end of the month to see if more applies to you, because that's generally how it goes. But without further ado, let's just move on with with the January readings. I do wish you a wonderful month of January. Take care of yourself, and without further ado, let's jump into January readings. Hello beautiful Capricorns, this is going to be your reading for the month of January 2018. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for coming back. Let me start off with some messages here that I can get from my guides before I go to the cards. Okay, so many of you have been in the last little while or have subjected yourself to be emotionally hooked on something that left you feeling like you have no control. Now, this message came in the 6-month reading, so it seems to be consistent. But basically what I'm being shown here is that you're moving forward, or you're moving away from a situation that at some point has left you feeling doubt about you, about who you are, what you represent, what is great about you, what you represent. It is on an emotional level, and that feeling is the word I get is the word stuck. Now, whatever the situation was, I feel what's being shown to me is that you have been controlled, quote unquote, by the circumstance or by the situation, and you felt like you had to go with what was dictated to you. Now, this can be connected to so many different aspects in one's life, so it'll speak to you in various ways. Point is, release is the word that I'm hearing. So there is definitely at least a potential for you to release yourself from something that has emotionally kept you stuck. I'm seeing the stop sign, and I hear pause and reflect. For whatever reason, whatever is going on in the month of January, it's almost like you need to pause and reflect. I'm asking, why do they need to pause and reflect? To make sure this is something they truly want. Okay, so a couple of things. Some of you may feel obligated to do something, and it may not really be your idea, and it may be somebody else's idea. So if you keep on going forward with a decision that isn't based on what you want, chances are you're going to be regretting it down the road. So it's important for those of you, for that group of you, to make sure that whatever you're doing or wherever you're choosing to go, it's really what you want, not what somebody else wants you to do. For other group of you, it's about satisfying your own sense of self by pausing and asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? And also, why am I doing this? It's almost like I hear the word resolute. You need to be very, very resolute about whatever you are trying to accomplish. And it's to do with a major decision. And that's reflected in the 6-month reading. because when you pause and when you reflect, it's almost like, oh, okay, now I remember why I'm doing this, so I can keep going, and not look back and wonder if I've done the wrong thing, which is instantly what you have said to me in the other reading. I'm seeing you slowing down and appreciating the simpler things in life, or the simple things in life. I feel some of you have gone through an upheaval in the last decade. So it could be anywhere from 10 years ago up until, a month ago. And this upheaval was not, well, no upheaval is easy, but I feel like whoever this is for, it took a lot out of you, whether it was a condition, physical condition, mental condition, emotional condition, a person, a situation, a belief you carry within you, attachment you have to a certain way of looking at life, whatever it is. I hear it's time to go. So simplifying and allowing the time, or allotting time to appreciate the little things in life will help you as you move on through this transition. And I feel you are going through a transition, and that I saw in the other reading that you are on a brand new journey, and you doubt. There are moments of doubt, but you keep going. So that's important for you to know. Now, moving on with the cards, I added all the cards together, and what's magnificent is that the number is 11, which is exactly the same number you got in the other reading. So it's a continuation. 11 is, well, it's judgment, it's justice, it's the number of balance, it's fairness. It is also, when you reduce 11, it comes to the number 2. So this is fairness and fair resolution or conclusion to something that required you to make a choice or a decision. And for some of you, this was a drastic choice or decision, and you took a lot of time contemplating what this is. First, that here relationship, and then hobby. Why hobby? That makes no sense to me. Hobby. Maybe you had a hobby that was draining you, but that's going to be for very, very few of you. Point is that you are transitioning to something much bigger and something much better. I feel a lot of it has to do with relationships. Now, the card that represents your energy around January or so, you have the Devil in reverse. So this is about breaking free. You are in a process of breaking free. You may have made that choice on this or decision in the last little while, or you will be in the month of January or so, looking at breaking your patterns or solidifying brand new beliefs within you, brand new foundations to help you move away from something that drains you, sucks you dry, is not good for you, keeps you stuck, prevents you from moving forward, keeps you chained up, whatever it is. The picture of this card represents a man who's holding his heart, but the heart is in prison. It's in a cell. It cannot be free. So if it can be free, it's imprisoned, right? But in this position, it's about releasing yourself from it. So fantastic. And releasing yourself from that which chains you will definitely allow you to feel more balanced. That is for sure. What could you be expecting in a month of January? Well, 2 cards came up, and I got clarification. So you have Page of Cups in reverse, and you have 6 of Wands. Okay, and this is how it was shown to me. I asked for clarification for the Page of Cups, and I got 2 of Wands, which is all about moving forward, deciding, and making choices and decisions. Now, Page of Cups is someone who is emotionally very immature. This could be an adult, could be a child, but I feel this has to do with an adult for the most part. Just because it's shown as a page, I am getting information that it represents a person who is in many ways like a child in your life, or was in your life. So emotionally very, very immature. And you're moving away from that person by transitioning or moving forward with new life, new ideas. Now, one of the things that is in your other reading is a brand new beginning. So this is a process of contemplation, but you have already made the choice to move forward with something. Point is, you can expect to feel victorious and recognized either by somebody else, or you're just going to feel that within you by moving away from a person who is emotionally very immature. This may also indicate that you are growing to the point where that inner immaturity is no longer, and you're becoming much more grounded and much more balanced in your emotions. So that's the other thing that I see. Then in a position of now, of what you can expect in a month of January, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And this talks to me about delays. This is about a brand new passionate beginning. So this is a brand new spark. This can mean brand new, you feel brand new spark in your life. This can mean there's a brand new creative endeavor. This can mean there's a brand new relationship. Although this doesn't often talks about relationship. This is more career or passion or spirit oriented. But because it says it's in reverse, it's showing me that you a couple of things. You're either ending a relationship or a career or something that you are passionately connected to, or at least were connected to, or there's going to be a delay in some sort of creative endeavor or creative beginning. So this could be speaking to people, relationship, and then also with work. When I asked what it is that you need to focus on, 3 cards came up. You have the Queen of Wands, which is somebody who's very warm, very passionate, very creative. You have the 8 of Wands, which is swift movement forward, and you have the Lovers in reverse. So I had to really feel into this message. And what I feel is that because the Lovers is shown to me in reverse, and when it's shown to me in reverse, when it pertains to us, it is basically speaking of misalignment. It's speaking of disharmony. When it comes to talking about 2 people, it talks about being on 2 different pages, or fundamentally being in misalignment of ideas. And the swift movement forward is to do with your passion and to do with creativity. This may be saying that a person in your life will show up, if you're a male or female, that will be very warm, very caring, very loving, very inspirational, and there's going to be very much a fast movement forward with this person, or you are this person. It could be male or female, doesn't matter because it's a general reading, and there will be a quick movement forward with regards to a union. Now, why is this being shown to me in reverse? Because these are cards that talk about focus, not so much future per se. I feel like this is asking you to focus on your emotional self as much as you focus on your physical self. Now, what do I mean by that? If our emotional self and our physical self are out of balance, we'll be guided towards doing more of this or more of that. And anything that is out of balance for too long makes us feel, well, lopsided. And I feel like some of you have been fundamentally missing this warmth, generosity, partner-wise, in a partner. So either you are looking for a partner or you are this person. And so you're looking for a partner like this, or you are this person looking for a partner. But because they're talking to me about balance, and they're talking masculine and feminine, and this is about yin and yang, and it's about choices and decisions, I feel like for those of you who I'm speaking with, you need to focus on managing your emotions with your with your mind and your physicality. So let me just see if I can get, and I'm being shown money. Okay. Some of you may be very outwardly oriented. What do I mean by that? You're all about the look, and it's all about the way you present yourself, but you're not paying as much attention to your emotions. And if that's the case, it's because you're trying to get people to see you a certain way so that then you represent a certain value to them. But that has to come from within you, and that's all emotions. And I'm hoping this is making sense to you, because I'm finding this a little bit convoluted. The other part of the message is to focus on moving forward creatively. Now, some of you will be moving. So this is a message that talks about energetic movement forward. So this could be either A, move forward with your career, focus on moving forward with something creative, but also focus on your creativity rather than on relationships at this point. And from what I remember in the last, in a 6-month reading, there is, you're going through some shifts, as is everybody else. So I can see why that would be important. But point is, I feel many of you have an unhealthy and rigid idea about relationship. So, I'm not going to get into what that may mean, because I could have like a gazillion different answers, but that's part of the message. The other part of the message is you need to focus on the aspects of you that are unbalanced, because this is about balance. It's about choices. It's about yin and yang, masculine, feminine. If you are too much one way and not enough the other, that is unbalanced. If you are too much masculine, you will be always about doing, and you might have difficulty with receiving. If you are always giving, and not receiving, you will have difficulty with accepting, and you may become a doormat. So you can see there's various ways of slicing this. But that is what the message is. I pulled additional cards here. And one of the cards that it talks about a focus for you is time for a nap in reverse. And as a matter of fact, this card, the message of this card is, you are human being, not a human doing. And you have been doing for a long time. It's now time for you to be. So this is basically a message: take a nap, take a rest. Don't feel like you always have to be the one doing. Sometimes, actually, there are times when we do, and there are times where we stay and wait for the next opportunity to do something. Point is, I feel many of you need a lot of mental, emotional, and physical rest as well, but particularly mental and emotional. Hence why, for those of you who this makes sense to, focus on your passion rather than a relationship at this point. The other message you have is a change in the wind. And this is basically saying that your life is about to take a different turn, or your life has just taken a turn. You may not know where all this is going, because the wind is still blowing stuff, so you can't quite see things very clearly. Things haven't settled yet. Point is that if there has been a huge change in your environment, and it has left you feeling doubt or unsure, I can see there's delays here, and I can see you're looking at horizons, trying to decide where to go. Just know that when the dust settles, everything will become much clearer. So there's very much a sense of newness, and I also feel that's reflected in the 6-month reading. And I think that's all I have for you. Yeah, they're showing me the number 9, and they just crossed it, which means you're moving on. You have just ended something, or an ending, like I always say, doesn't have to be leaving somebody. It could mean that you are choosing to no longer connect yourself with the word lack, L-A-C-K, and that is an ending, because you effectively are ending the way you think about yourself, and that will change what comes to you in your life. I think you get the message. Anyway, number 11 is being shown to me. So balance, and justice. I also hear the word karma. So many of you are completing very karmic cycle in your life. And for those of you who understand this, you will know. But if you want more clarity as to what this means, the 6-month reading may be able to offer that for you. And some of the cards, some of the messages actually repeat. So I do wish you best of luck. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. This doesn't make sense to me at all. It never does. I hope it makes sense to you at least at the end of the month, which is usually what happens. And if you would like a private session, of course, that information is down below. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you. Have patience with yourself and take care. Bye.